Hello again everybody, this is Amorgin and you're very welcome to this episode of Star Trek Fleet Command where we're looking at Arc 3 of the Borg content, guys. Now, I've been having a quick wee nosy before I started to record. It's very convoluted as we've come to expect from Scopely. The first thing we see, there's a nice new splash screen of the Borg. The first thing obviously is we're looking at a new set of missions. Quite long, convoluted missions. I haven't even finished the previous mission storylines. It's not something I really am that wild interested in. It's not very exciting for me. But new sets of missions with where we need to get these Borg mission keys again. Now, of course, similar to Arc 1 and Arc 2, you get these guys from going and doing these events. You can see one of the things I've done is I've popped out my ships to passive grind. Some of this is, if you're new to this, guys, and you're coming across this and you don't understand some of the terminology like passive grind and things like that, ask your questions below. Come in and join us on Discord. We can explain what we mean in a little bit more detail. For now, this is a first impressions video and just on my take on how I'm receiving this content immediately after being able to get in on the game. So I'm passive grinding for Hunt the Federation there at the moment, and I'm getting these Borg points like in the other arcs from completing that event, that bit of content. There's 3 of them, so it's Hunt the Factions is here. This is going to be here presumably like in the previous arcs for 2 days. We're going to see other daily events then to acquire these Borg tokens, which then we accumulate those, collect the Borg points, and then we start to slowly unlock the different tiers here of this Borg onslaught. Vidar blueprints there. If you haven't got any Vidar blueprints before, it doesn't look like you're going to be able to get it solely from this, but if you've accumulated some of them up to 50, I think, if you've accumulated 50 or more, you should be able to get the Vidar from this storyline. We talked about that in a previous video. I won't labour it too much, but we can see here, guys, on the 3rd tier of rewards, you've got these Borg mission keys, like in the other arcs, Arc 1 and Arc 2, and then 320 up there on 93k points. There is a way to go and buy them and fast track it and do it quickly, but we're obviously focusing on the free to play. And bear with me, guys, because like much of the content that Scopely comes out with, this is quite convoluted and can be a bit confusing to people who even are experienced with the game and are around it a little while. There are other content creators out there doing videos on it. I suggest you check out a number of them just in case I miss something, and there's loads more to come on this yet, guys, so this is like a first impression. So the first thing is the missions. You'll get the missions from completing those events. I'm told, I'll flash up a couple of screens here just so people can see the idea of it, but I'm told that some of these start off down in Willenia, but you need to go into the mission planet in Tejat first, to a planet called Vomal. I'll take a quick little nosy down there. Quick wee shot of my Bortus passive grinding for that Hunt the Federation. So down near Klingon space in Willenia, Borg cube appears in Willenia here. Like I say, we'll flash up the wee screenshot that's kindly provided. Some of this stuff provided me by Triple H, so a thank you and a shout out to him for acquiring those screenshots from me earlier today when I was chatting to him. So down there somewhere a Borg cube will appear, and you'll be able to start off those mission chains, I believe, in Tejat, or at least one of those mission chains, and as I understand it, this planet Vomal will become your mission planet. So that's that at the moment. I thought it was bugged or something that I couldn't get into it, but it turns out that I just need to complete those events like in Arc 1 and 2. If I'm getting anything incorrect here, guys, or if there's anything there correct, feel free to correct me, because I'm going into this pretty raw, like I say. So there's also a Klingon side mission, and I guess we'll just pop into the view screen here and scan very, very quickly through the notes on this content. I'll let you guys do it at your own leisure, but Onslaught, we've looked very briefly at that. The Borg Premium Unlock Pass, we've seen that in Arc 1 and Arc 2. They're saying there's going to be a few extras in it. Borg Jayla, we'll come to her in a couple of minutes as well. But similar to the previous arcs, where there's premium rewards if you buy that pack. New Borg officers, we'll come to that in a wee moment as well. New content, fighting Borg tactical probes with the Vidar. Assimilated Ferengi traders, we'll come to that in a wee second as well. So we're just going to scan through this. There is this thing here that the higher the tier the Vidar, the better the rewards are. We'll look at what that the use of that now in a wee minute. Borg avatars and frame, for you guys that are into the cosmetic stuff. Alliance diplomacy, which we'll touch on before we finish, and server-driven player fleet repair cost. They fixed a few bugs by the looks of it. The hostiles, we'll just touch on that. Proper repair costs being displayed. About time. Low amount of hostiles or no hostiles spawn. About time they fix that too. And the carousels will remember your position when tapping in and out of packs. So just, I suppose, to illustrate that, one thing used to get my nerves. We go over here, for example, to buy a 1-day peace shield. And we come out of that, and there she's still sitting there. I can go and buy another one. Now sliders would be nice on that, but we'll do an opinion piece as always, guys. We'll come back and we'll review a lot of this in a community panel with some of the rest of the guys. Of course, we'll get the community the opportunity to digest some of this content and see how it's all going down, and then we'll bring some of the guys in and we'll go through our various different experiences on it, and we'll get into more detail on our views as to how this is working, what we like, what we don't like. I'll try and keep that minimal enough for the purpose of today's video. So I'm going to try and keep this as quick as possible and get through this for you guys. So we've mentioned the premium rewards there in the thing. There you can go and you can buy your packs. Quick scan of them. I won't be doing that because I'm free to play. But if we go into the event store, you see, as always, the Borg Premium Reward Pack, same as the previous arcs. What we can see here is the extra 5 of 10 the assimilated Jayla shards there available as you progress through those if you buy that pack to unlock the premium content. Now we'll just take a quick look at the events that are here while we were in that tab. The Borg Onslaught we've looked at. The third act, completing the Borg missions, will get you through those. Not the most amazing rewards in the world, but they are what they are, I guess. Borg Officers Alliance Leaderboard. Ranking in this will allow you to get the avatars as well. Hum number 1 there, you can see. Gaining shards, 9 of 10 and 5 of 10 shards, we get them, we get points in this. Promoting the assimilated Borg officer gets us points in this, and defeating Borg probes is interesting with a Borg officer as captain. One of the things I'll have to test on this, and if any of you guys have done this, please leave a comment below and confirm it. When it says with a Borg officer, I'm wondering, is that a new Borg officer, or is that would 1 of 10, the first Borg officer that we got, does that qualify? Killing those in the Vidar, because we've done a bit of testing with that, and he was quite efficient over the cadet crew, which a lot of people who are hung up on metas and things like that believe there's only one way to do things. Well, maybe that gives an incentive to use 1 of 10 as captain on your Vidar. I'd like to see that tested and confirmed, guys. Now, the thing I've been doing here while I've been out killing a few Borg probes, just to see what I can get in my Vidar and see if I could spot one of these Ferengi traders as well, is this Capture Assimilated Gonzalez. What you get for completing this, I'm nearly there, is this key token. Now that key token, if we go in and check it out in our officers, and capture 9 of 10, and we use that key token there to get a chance of unlocking some shards for one of these Borg officers. So we'd want more opportunity to be able to get those key tokens as we progress through this content. Special recruit chance for 9 of 10, 8 of 10, 7 of 10, and 1 of 10, of course. Now, Borg Jayla is only available through the premium content at the moment. take a quick look. And Onslaught, I don't think she's available. Oh, she's there at the top. If you complete the Borg Onslaught, you'll get 5 shards for her. It was 125 to unlock her. It's a pity that anybody with Jayla shards wasn't able to transfer those over, but presumably Jayla is going to remain as her own officer anyway. So while we're on the subject of officers, I think we've looked at the hunt of factions and all of that. So we'll jump straight in and look at these officers very, very quickly, guys. I'm not going to labour this. You can leave your comments or come in the Discord and discuss these officers with us if you wish. So there's Jayla. We'll ignore her for a moment. There's 10 of 10. Unimatrix 12, Tribble. The speed of power steel, titanium, the lithium mining, that's quite nice. Excellent mining officer there. 5 of 10. Hostile farming ability there. And a 200% shield deflection, armor and dodge. For the total health of the officers on the ship. So you'd be working on the health of your officers there when you'd be putting her on and trying to work through that in terms of maximising it. 9 of 10. The defence of every officer on the ship, 45%. And a critical hit ability there for fighting Borg ships. And we can see there with the carousel they talked about, that remains. This is one of the real annoying ones as well. You have to keep scrolling down through your officers when you're having a wee nosy. It remains static there when you come out of it, which is very, very welcome. 8 of 10. Attack ability, 45%. And another critical hit. Chance of dealing a critical hit to decreases the chance of dealing a critical hit is one of them, sorry, and increases the chance of the critical hit is the other. So you can let me know what you think of those officers, guys. It looks like they're going to become quite useful in certain scenarios. A lot of testing to be done on those, and we look forward to doing that. More content, more videos to come on all of that with the community panel and some of the guys. Ferengi traders, guys, again a thank you to some of the guys that sourced some of these images for me. I'm going to flash one of them up for you. Ferengi traders, nice rewards to come out of them, it seems. When we go in, whatever we get dropped out of them, the higher the Vidar, the better the rewards, it seems. And we have an antique latinum refinery. So antique latinum presumably is what drops. You can get a chance of a transwarp cell. I'm being told that this can be stolen. This can be stolen cargo. So if you get these items dropped from your Ferengi trader, it seems that somebody can come along and rob you. Well, now we'll come to the uncommon latinum cell now in a wee second. But quite nice rewards there in terms of being able to refine for power steel and stuff like that. It's all a chance. So you don't know what you're going to get when you refine that. But it seems that the stuff can be stolen when you get the rewards out of those Ferengi traders. Any information any of you guys have on that, feel free to share it. Repair your ships today is after popping up. Okay, 28 million titanium. Not sure why that's after popping up, but again, you guys let me know what you've got if you got that pop up. That's quite a haul of titanium up there now. There may be an announcement on that as I'm recording. Let me see, the Vidar. Okay, so I'm down here with the Vidar, killing these Borg probes because I'm gonna do that Gonzalez event that we spoke about there a wee moment ago. Capture assimilated Gonzalez. So I'm gonna complete that when I finish recording, guys. So guys, I'm gonna go back in here to the refinery here for a second. I'm gonna look at this bio here, this uncommon latinum transwarp cell. 3 of them potentially can drop from that chest when I refine the ancient, oh sorry, the antique latinum. Look like wee bugs there. Okay, so where do we use that? There's a couple of new systems. We'll take a wee nosy at them, hopefully. Let's see if we can find these boys. So I've noticed a couple of new systems. There's like, this is a bit of content overload again, as Scopely have been known to do, and quite convoluted and all of that. The one people are talking about here, I've seen them mention it, is this. Let me see. They're all over the place. Tirana is one. It's locked. Uncover a path to this system. Tirana 27 down by Tajat. Let's see, this Yoria 3 25. We can see there Yoria 325. Uncommon Latinum warp cell to go to that. That's presumably because my Vidar is tier 2, I think it is. Coming up on tier 3. It's tier 3. So presumably I'll go down, I'll get those traders, and when I kill them I get that latinum whatever, and can unlock then when I refine the ability to go to that system. That one's locked completely, so I need to uncover a path to that. Presumably through missions and what have you. There's Z Alpha, and we'll see here, that's an epic. And there we have the rare Latinum transwarp cells, all presumably weighted in terms of your level and strength of your Vidar. So that's more or less that on those guys. There's a lot of content, like I say, to unlock. It can be very confusing for people. I'm gonna be finishing this event first with Capture Assimilated Gonzalez, then working on hunt the Klingons and hunt the Romulans, out doing a bit of farming on those, trying to get these Borg mission keys to unlock the Borg missions, and following that we'll be able to complete that event. So all in all, plenty to be at, guys. We will follow this with the community panel, like I say, and more content to come. But for now, there's the essentials, guys, in terms of what I'm seeing. We'll do a review piece on how we like it in the community panel video. We'll discuss the pros and the cons, and we'll go into more detail and more depth with that. The final thing I'm going to give a wee mention to, you'll be noticing in your alliance, they've tidied up this whole alliance page here, and you'll see now you can have these wee hearts, the wee Vulcan live long and prosper hand, and the wee target for an enemy. So Commodores and Admirals can assign different alliances that. They're also saying that there's the opportunity for joint joint content between alliances, so that could be exciting. We'll wait and see how that goes. For now, it looks like the Borg cubes that they've brought in are a bit of a damp squib. The reactions that I've seen, people aren't too impressed. We were hoping for something bigger, literally, something with more combined gameplay. Maybe that's to come. We'll get into all of that in a future video, guys. But for now, I'll leave you with the avatars and the frames. Some people are excited about that, not me. I'm happy enough with my Lenar avatar for now. And leave your comments below, any observations, guys. Come into Discord and we can talk in more detail and figure out where you guys are going wrong, where I'm going wrong, and try to get through this content together and support each other and give each other some hints and tips. And until the next time, take care of yourselves and take care of each other, and I'll chat to you all again soon. Cheers.